if you have seen my last few videos, you know that I have been a bit obsessed with steam engines of late. From the biggest, to the longest, to the most famous and most dangerous, I've been riding as many as I can get my hands on these days. And the Revelstoke Railway Museum, well, they actually have one. The museum itself sits on the land where the Canadian Pacific water towers once stood. The same water towers that would service engines just like this. This is Canadian Pacific engine 5468. She went into service in 1948 and was retired only 8 years later. But in 1993, she was donated from Montreal to the Revelstoke Railway Museum, where she has rested ever since. But come on, how magical would it be to hear her moving, pounding down the tracks, and hear that whistle echoing across the Selkirks as she crosses the Stony Creek Bridge? A man can dream, can't he? But the arrival of this locomotive and this museum were spawned out of the end of passenger trains in Revelstoke, which the museum has quite a bit paying tribute to. Revelstoke saw passenger trains from day one up until 1978, when the Canadian Pacific would hand off all control of its passenger service to the Canadian government in the format we know today as Via Rail Canada. And as we all know, how could leaving the politicians in full control of passenger trains ever go wrong? Well, 12 years later, in January of 1990, it would see the entire southern train service from Thunder Bay to Winnipeg, Calgary, and Revelstoke to Vancouver cut forever, never to be seen again. Now, yes, technically speaking, the Rocky Mountaineer does roll through town 4 times a week during the summer season, but this is a luxury tourist train, and passengers do not get a chance to stop through town. And although, yes, this is an absolute bucket list train of mine that I want to take and do in the future, if passenger trains ever did return to Revelstoke, it would be so great for the people to experience the beauty of the Selkirks, from when you cross over the Continental Divide out of Field and following the Kicking Horse River as it rolls west towards the Pacific, through the snow sheds above it, through the Connaught Tunnel over 6 kilometers through, over the Stony Creek Trestle, before arriving here into Revelstoke, with a 60-minute stopover to experience how awesome this town is. Although, selfishly, I'm pretty happy the trains don't come here anymore, because it really has kept Revelstoke as one of the best kept secrets of Canada. Man, would it be cool to see passenger trains return just one day. This was a clip for a full-length show. If you want to watch the full episode of the clip you just saw, click right here, you get the full show, and they go up live every single Sunday. If you want more clips of what you just saw, click right here, you can see the next great hit.